Yes. It's another beautiful day. Welcome once again. This is Africa's Talking Podcast in collaboration with Impact Masters Podcasts, coming to you live and direct from Pwani. Yes, I'm your host, Michael Kimathi, if you want MK. And today we have an amazing man, not only a man, but a doctor by professional. And one of the amazing thing about Coast is that every time I'm here, I meet interesting people. Interesting place it is. Africa's Talking provides you USSD, airtime, SMS, data bundle, voice solution, APIs for developers. Africa's Talking empowers business across Africa. You can find africastalking.com to access all these products. And today, once again, we're covering Africa movers and shakers in tech. And in an amazing turn of events, we've met this gentleman sometime back in 2014, back at the University of Nairobi. His story is very fascinating. Mathew Egessa is a lecturer of business information systems with a research interest in social innovations in the blue economy domain. He's the chairperson of Management Science Department at the Technical University of Mombasa. He also leads the Blue Economy Innovation Hub, Bay Hub, based at the School of Business. The Bay Hub is a platform for multidisciplinary and participatory action research anchored on the principles of human-centered design and quadra-helix approach to co-create solutions to real societal challenges. As a result of learnings during community interaction while at Bay Hub, he co-founded Vua Solutions. Vua Solution is a fintech startup that seeks to strengthen the resilience of fishing communities and marine biodiversity in relation to climate change. Has an income smoothing solution for small-scale fishers, SSFs. Some new terminologies here I'm encountering. Vua Solutions partners with off-takers who work in SSFs and facilitate tracking of payments, savings, stipend, disbursement, and loans. He holds a bachelor's degree in computer science, a master's degree in business administration, management information system, and a doctor of philosophy degree in business information systems. How are you, Mathew Egessa?
Fine, thank you. Glad to be here.
It's good to be here. And there's an alumni of the University of Nairobi. And for those who have been following me and some of the recordings, they might think I'm biased to my alma mater, but by coincidence, I would say I'll start with the guys who I know are movers and shakers. And if you know University of Nairobi is a quite diverse university, and people joining the University of Nairobi from all over the world, not only in Kenya but from all over the world. And most of those people are doing some amazing projects, including the Karen Hospital, right? Sure. If you know the Karen Hospital, some of the best doctors around, among us many other fields that in future will host. But how are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
Yeah. So that's just a profile that I've just read there, which I feel like this chief has given us like 0.0001 of who he is. But here at Impact Masters and Africa's Talking Podcast, we love to go all the way back because we believe a man's story cannot be told without him himself telling it. Please, where did it all start?
Once again, thanks for having me here.
Yeah.
I am Mathew Egessa, born and bred in Bungoma, which is in former Western Province. And then did my primary there, went to another town within Bungoma.
What's the name of this town?
Kimilili.
Kimilili.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Kimilili from Kimilili Sugar.
Kimilili. Sugar?
No?
No.
Or
Friends
Chamilili?
School Kamisinga.
Oh, Friends.
Because it's within Kimilili.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah. I was born in Bungoma a couple of years back.
Yes, yes.
In a family of... is it 7? 8. Because I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So my mom was a nurse. So I stayed in medical quarters in Bungoma.
Okay. So they were doctors? Nurse. Okay.
My mom was a nurse.
Okay.
My dad was a physiotherapist.
Okay.
But in most, you'll find any man working, whether you are a cleaner in a hospital or you're a telephone operator, people will be calling you doctor. But yeah, so
even a janitor is a doctor.
A janitor, so long as you normally work in the hospital, those days, I don't know if it's still the practice.
I think so, yeah.
Itakuwa tu you are daktari. So
yes.
That's where I did so I went to Bungoma DEB, where I did my primary from class 1 to 6. And then my mom retired. So that is when I shifted. I went to Kimilili. It's called Kimilili RC Boys, where I did my class 7 and 8. Yes.
How was that experience, going to public school, studying there, and now that you're in the education field, comparing even now you have children and you see them go to CBC curriculum, being a scholar, and, you also look at the both worlds.
Okay.
What is that experience for you when you just compare the two and,
Because for me, I'll call it a very interesting experience. And I don't know, maybe the families nowadays, quite a number of people those days, or quite a number of people who we're calling them movers and shakers right now. A good chunk of them went to public schools those days.
Yes.
And it was an interesting experience, because ideally, I guess it's what has shaped most of us into who we are. Because at times, maybe right now, it should just also shift with the thing, because I look at the current caliber of students, maybe not even primary and high school.
Yeah.
I look at my students and I try compare how it is we were as students, and I see a huge gap.
Yeah.
The level of kujituma, so to speak. I look at our days back at the university, and now there seems to be some disconnect or some slight change. But public schools those days, it was an interesting experience. It brought quite a huge chunk of diversity, so to speak. And it shaped who we are.
Yeah.
But I could say two experiences. In primary, I went to 2 public schools.
Okay.
But one was in Bungoma. It was a bigger town at that time. But the shift between Bungoma and Kimilili, as I told you, I was in class 7 and 8. I now went to stay with my brother.
Okay.
Who was a high school teacher.
He's older than you, right?
Yeah, way older. Okay. I'm the last born in our. I'm the last born in our family. So my mom retired when I was in class 6.
Wow.
So that
shows like your brother becomes your parent.
Your parent, yes. So at that time there was a decision: either I should go to a boarding school, but my brother was like, no, let him just come to. I think he's gifted academically, even if so. The school compared to wherever Bungoma DB and Kimilili RC at that time, it seemed to be like it's kind of a downgrade, but my brother was really optimistic, and he's one of the people who've really shaped who it is I am. So I went to now the Kimilili RC.
Yeah.
Both of them public schools, but this is in a smaller town, and there was a disconnect.
Yeah.
So you move now to a school where it's now you become like kind of king, quote unquote, because in a way at that time you're a lot gifted, so to speak. So it's in a school where it could be a privilege for people to put on maybe shoes. There is some small minority who maybe don't come to school.
Yeah.
Because now I had with shoes, so to speak.
Yeah.
I had a desk mate in high school who used to make fun of me. You know, we came from a school where it was punishable to now come to school with shoes. With shoes.
Oh, okay.
Fine, it was a joke. That really wasn't the case, but now he used to make a joke that, you know, you came from a school where it was now punishable to come with, because you may make others feel out of place. So please don't come with shoes. But that really wasn't the case. Really wasn't the case.
But I think those things happen in some places, just to get people into uniform and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's because some of the teachers or, you know, the school manager feels like, you know, everyone should feel equal, and, you know, why should you come with the shoes? But I remember about it, even me, you know, I moved from town to a village. And I was so surprised that people go barefooted. I found it really interesting for me. So I stopped wearing shoes to school. But also I realized there's a challenge because, you know, the stones and everything else, the thorns. So you have to deal with all these things. And also jiggers was a part of that problem. So you have taken me back a bit. Yeah, so you finished the primary school. You performed really well.
Yeah, I thank God it was. I did quite. It was the first year. It was the first year that we had the 5 subjects.
500, yeah.
Yeah. So we were the first lot of the team that had 500 marks. And the other bit, as I was saying, within the other school, you know, you come. I was almost in all co-curricular activities. Except football.
Oh, wow.
At least for that new school, because we were in gymnastics, drama, music festival, and at that time you're also quite performing well in school. So those days you were having badges.
Yeah.
Best students in a particular subject, best student in a particular subject. So at a point you're almost wearing all the 7 badges at a particular point. So I really also didn't used to feel really good about that, because at times I don't like the spotlight. So it's but maybe it could work in the negative sense that it could make you almost
singled out,
or lax in particular subjects. But I thank God I did pretty well.
Yeah.
Though at that time I really wanted to go to Starehe Boys.
Okay.
But that time I got 419 marks. And somehow I couldn't make the cut, because that time the students, I think either the last one from Bungoma that time was selected with 420.
So you missed by 1 mark.
So to speak, that is what they were picking very few students. But in hindsight, looking at how everything panned out, I think things are just meant to happen the way they did.
So where did you go?
So I went to Friends School Kamsinga.
I really now you're the guest from Friends.
You talk to the Nandas and whatever. So in school,
Alfred Ongere. It's not out, but
So it was a great school.
Yeah,
great school.
It was great school.
It was within the same vicinity. So I was walking now from home to high school.
Oh, okay.
Come to think about it. So
you and Nanda's neighbor literally?
Not necessarily. So for Nanda, he's from Webuye, Lugulu, close to Webuye, so which is a couple of kilometers away. But where my brother was teaching at Moi Girls Kamsinga, and then there is Friends School Kamsinga. So Moi Girls Kamsinga, they're neighboring. One is a girls' school, another one is a boys' school. But during holidays, so even before I joined, while I was in class 7 and 8, I used to go there, watch games.
So it was so familiar to you?
It was very familiar to me. By the time I was getting there, I kind of know a good chunk of the teachers. And then my brother being a teacher, the place he was staying, him was Moi Girls Kamsinga. There were 2 Friends School Kamsinga teachers there. And then there was a gentleman from Chesamisi. So that experience made me I was really young, but I'm staying with kind of bachelors who are from uni at that time, maybe 3-4 years from uni, all of them.
Yeah.
So it It maybe mature slightly early because they're the people I was hanging out with. So it made me, but it was a great experience. Even before I joined now, I was going to Friends School Kamsinga, the games and whatever. And I guess that's why I wanted maybe to go to Starehe, which was slightly farther away.
Different, yeah.
But even with the environment around, Kamsinga was really molded us.
Yeah.
Because a good chunk of even the very close friends I have from now are people we were with in high school.
Very nice.
Yes.
This begs me to ask, like, why does the girls, the Kamsinga girls, does not perform as good as friends?
There could be a number of factors.
Yeah.
How I look at it, at times, passing in the Kenyan sense needs some particular culture.
Yeah.
And then also I'll call it the entry behavior. Because some people normally say, why does Alliance pass so much compared to another school? But if the last person from who was chosen to, like maybe Starehe, the last one from Bungoma was at 420 to go to. Yeah. And then Kamsinga picked also some creme de la creme of Western at that time. Comparing to the other people who were picked to go to this other school. So the entry behavior is
determines
slightly,
a lot,
fine, it's one of the things that determines a lot. But other than that, there is also the culture of the space. The way maybe like at your end, you go to Chiromo, just by being there, you're meeting some creme de la creme of particular places. And the confidence and all that, because passing at times, it's more of just believing in yourself and that outlook. So that is something that I think could be one of the contributing factors. Because with time, a good chunk passed, even nowadays, they pass. But within Kamsinga, there was a culture that made you really believe in yourself. And you're like,
or nothing.
there was a cliche that like, whatever, just by being here, you're kind of assured of getting a B+ or a B.
On the lower side.
So if you get anything above that, at least you've tried. That is your effort. And if you get anything lower than that, you've also really struggled to get that. It was an informal thing. Like people, in the believing in yourself, it's kind of like a factory. You'll give in some raw material, and a product will come out of it, and that product should. Because the way you've just been conditioned. You're doing exams, the cuts almost every other day. So in a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're doing exams.
It's like exercise, mental
it's a mental exercise. And you'll now the outlook to exams won't be like it's making you panic. You'll even go for exams without reading for them and you'll still actually pass, because like I was in the drama club. I was the chair drama club, and the training that you're doing, you're coming from Funky and on a Sunday.
And Monday in the morning.
The Sunday at night, you're having even a paper. Because even some day when you're, let's say, on opening day, the night, when you get back to school, you're having a paper. And like the way the cuts were, I'm told in other schools, maybe the cuts, it was just whatever it is you'd learned that term or something like that. But in Kamsinga, you start cuts after the first term. You go for half-term break, and when you come back, you start cuts.
Yes, opening cuts. There's even some weird names around those opening cuts.
But after that, it is, you'll do cuts your entire high school life till Form 4. Because every other week, you're having cuts. But the cut at Form 3, it's everything from Form 1. Every other time, it's everything from Form 1. So it's, ideally, you're conditioned to do exams. And so it doesn't like surprise you or something new. So I think that was one thing that, and then there was some bit about discipline that guys had to have. So those are the things I think maybe made a difference between, as we say, maybe my girls Kamsinga could be the culture thing and maybe the entry behavior.
So given your first day at Friends Kamsinga, did you meet Haemba?
So that time, as I told you, having been from within the I understood Kamsinga, I think way better than the few people who were getting
from other places.
So I didn't meet him because he had left like 2 years
Oh, okay.
Either 2 years prior, because I think he left in 99.
Okay.
But I was joining in 2002.
Okay.
Yes, so...
okay.
So I didn't meet him, but...
You found his legacy.
Yeah, the legacy. He'd preconditioned the system in a way that just to take. But as you mentioned, maybe coming closer from there, I knew even which game to play, because we used to go play hockey when I was even still in primary. I go play hockey with these guys, because quite a number of guys from Kimilili are really good with hockey. Because like in the school I was in, there is a school called Kimilili Boys. They used to play hockey on our pitch, the primary school pitch. So when I get to Kamsinga, in as much as I was really good in drama, the first year I went to play hockey.
Oh, nice.
And I even went to till the national.
You guys who kept winning those hockey national.
Yes. Because at that time, I think personally, I knew I had to go to nationals. And by that, when first year, Form 1s are still timid and all that, I knew defending champions, even if you fail at zonals, you'll still have to go till nationals to defend your beat. And the previous year, they had won nationals. So I knew if you're among the first Form 1s, somehow you'll make it to the national team. I wasn't the very best hockey player, I knew. There were really good guys in Form 1, but that year they couldn't go till nationals. And I knew drama the previous year they hadn't won the nationals. So if I needed a national ticket, this was it.
Nice.
So I went to the
and that's how you went in Form 1, you went all the way to nationals.
To nationals for hockey. But after that, we used to have inter-house drama. I was really good. So I was the best actor in drama. And now the teacher of drama, he sent me to drama. And you had to be there. So that's how I switched. Now from Form 2 till the very end, I was in drama.
And did you guys go to nationals?
Yeah, so from second year till fourth year, it was national.
From Form 1 to Form 4. Any national event made be okay, you are supposed you
so at least for Form 1, so I just shifted now fully to drama.
And drama is interesting because man, I loved drama. Wow. And for me it was a bit selfish. As a man, I wanted to see nice ladies, and you know the only place you can see nice ladies is either music festival or drama. I have my tales to tell. We didn't go out to nationals, but I have my tales to tell.
I'd be interested nice. to also
very
hear
nice.
that.
Drama. If you're in high school, please, and the drama festivals is one of the things you can do, by all means.
Sure.
Or music festival. Yes. If you are athletic, I wasn't that athletic. As you can see, I wasn't that athletic. Go for football, hockey, or basketball. Though basketball is not big when it comes to athletics in Kenya. Maybe running is big, football is big, hockey is big, rugby is big.
It depends. I guess. I also know quite a number of guys from French school who are doing basketball? Who are
up to nationals.
Even some now getting a scholarship to go play to basketball in the States.
Stuff,
or even nowadays, KPA, that guy is playing for. Even the basketball league in Kenya. And even a good chunk went now to Strathmore.
Oh, nice.
Because Strathmore was picking a good of the talent from the high school games and things like that. So for like basketball, rugby, they did quite some good scholarship for them.
Maybe I spent so much time in the village secondary school that we associated basketball with, cool kids.
Cool kids.
Because even getting a jazzy, nice shoes, it was really crazy. Even nice pitch, crazy, until I joined another school. But that sounds interesting. So you are in Form 1 here, you know everyone, you feel familiar, you are going to nationals. You didn't really diverse from the academics. Like you did not really, lose focus. And this question actually I asked several times because there are so many things you have done, Mathew, which are very interesting.
You asked that question and then it took me back to some Form 1. I don't know whether Pierre and I gave you the same, but it's a funny thing. Form 1, Term 1. As I told you, for us, we started CATs from... After first term, half-term break. So you go for a couple of weeks, go for half-term break. But when you come back, it is exam. And like for maths, it'll be your KCPE, but without without answer,
names,
without ABCD.
Oh,
so it's you show your workings and whatever.
Okay.
And then from there you keep.
Oh, nice.
Other than number lines.
And I know actually, because I also joined high school the same time actually, interestingly.
Yeah.
Or I finished my KCP. Maybe I finished my KCP in 2002. You joined Form 1 in 2002, right?
Yes, so I cleared.
So,
yeah.
So maybe I joined in 2000.
Yeah.
Now even I'm confused.
Okay.
But you join Form 1, 2 weeks later or even 1 week, you go for midterm.
Yes.
So it's not like you're studying anything much.
Yes.
It's just you've joined, you've settled in.
It was just number lines, formats, or just some definitions and things like that. Only, yeah.
And then you come and do an exam that is, you have to write your answers, contemplate what those answers are. So what if you flop?
Even if you flop, it's when
nothing
you're just
much.
starting.
You've
There is
already
nothing
joined
much.
the Kamusinga.
So for us, I was position 1 that first time Form 1. But after that, till the very end, ni hapa ndo tuko. Because there wasn't much. So it was just like for maths, you're for sure you're going to do your high classes 8 paper that you did.
Yes.
The other bits, they're just either some definitions here, some things there. So even replicate it was just that. But now after that, it got crazy. And then for me, some bit of turning point. So I was like either from position 1, I went to like 7. Fine, I still kept around top 10 or top 20. But now when after Form 1, I joined drama, but drama is quite heavy for us because there is a lot of now the cramming, the scripts and whatever, and then trainings you do till late. So when guys go to sleep is when you go train till about either midnight or 11. And then in the morning you'll also, or over lunch hour break, you do some training before 2. So mostly at times in class, the fatigue or whatever, you could find yourself dozing or things like that. And then let's say you've gone for a funky and you come back, you need to do the paper. So I dropped quite a bit the the balancing and all. And then over Christmas holidays, I'd lost all my books of Form 1. So while traveling, my home is in Busia. So I was born and bred in Bungoma. Went to school in Friends School Kamsinga, but my parents, our home is in Busia. A place called Mundika.
So schooling on in these other places where your parents used to work.
Yes. Before mom retired. So after retiring, she went back home. Yes. So over holidays, I could stay some bit with my brother and then go back to Busia. So at that time, you have all your files, your notebooks and things like that because you'll have to revise and what. But now on my travel to Busia, in the swap between vehicles, I lost the box that was holding all my Form 1 books. So by Form 2, I had to start now afresh in a way. So you're coming to exams,
that must be traumatizing.
So I had 2 reasons why I failed, but now to your dad to say why I couldn't say it was drama that made me go back. So I was like, so you remember the books? I lost all the books. I had to.
But deep down, you know for sure, I'm doing a lot more drama.
Deep down for sure. Not like I would say drama was a cause, but at that time I hadn't gotten the balance. But after that, at least I got the hang of it, and
it was natural. It was natural. Which part do you like acting in this drama?
For me, I think there is a prof, and I think also Prof Nanda talked about him. He's called right now he's Dr. Chetambe. He's a really great writer, and he used to write narratives. He's really humorous.